that a fact or a weapon? Does the body lie, moving like this? Are these touches, hairs, wet, soft marble my tongue runs over, lies you are telling me?
ラブリーください。
Yo, yo.
One song only. Lady Hump.
So, Coach, I was thinking about the music for our routine.
Okay, other lovely ingredients today. Some of the amazing lobster mushrooms that we picked up in Vancouver this past weekend. A couple nice little pieces that we'll put in with the pasta. Some shallot and garlic to go into the mix because that's always good with mushrooms. Lovely beets from the garden. We still have a little bit more to come as well. And then lemon, basil, and parsley is what I have inside right now for herbs to go in the salmon. And I think we should just pick maybe a little bit of like a dill top, something dilly to go inside of there as well. So pretty simple dinner tonight, but I think we should still write down our list as always so that we can stay organized and on track for dinner. Because it's always a pain in the butt when you realize that dinner's taken like 2 hours to make. Hi Dust Pirate, how are you? Okay, so I think first things first, we should definitely prep the salmon. And yes, this is one of the salmon that I caught when I went fishing in August. And I left 2 whole. So I gave one to my parents. They actually cooked it up last weekend. And this is the other one. So it's gutted and we're just gonna stuff the inside of it. So we should definitely start prepping that first. And pink salmon, so it kind of reminds me more like trout, where the scales are really small, but the fish is more slimy. So we'll definitely have to give it a nice rinse. And then we should for sure season it right away. Since we're gonna keep it on the bone and we're gonna keep the skin on, it's gonna take a little bit longer to get all of the salt throughout the fish instead of just having it sit on top. So season. And then we have our lemon to slice up and put in there. So we'll just put nice little rounds all along the middle of it. And then the basil, parsley, and dill. So I'll go grab the dill when it comes time. Oh, that's so weird, Master Kensei. Like really weird. Maybe restart your computer. Hi, Willamini, how are you? Okay, so that's the salmon. And I don't know if we'll have to tie it up or not with maybe a little bit of butcher's twine. I think last time I did something like this, I tied it 3 places. So both of the ends and just in the middle. And that way all the stuff that you put on the middle of it stays inside while it bakes. My estimation for roasting this in the oven, probably about 30 minutes. And we'll try to go at a little bit of a higher heat to get some nice browning on the outside of this. We might have to like brush some oil as it roasts as well. Hopefully crisp it up because that can be an interesting way to slice it or serve it. Hi Matt, how are you? Yeah, salmon. Okay, beets are another thing that we should probably get in the oven right away. I know these guys usually take around 45 minutes to roast, and I really would like to roast them whole today. They're not huge, so they should be able to cook in that time. And I love to roast beets in a foil pouch, just with olive oil and salt. And if you want herbs as well, that's a nice place to put herbs like thyme, rosemary, or sage. That goes really good with beets. Everything is nice and earthy. Yeah, Rook, let's go. 8 p.m. You gotta get cooking. Nice, Matt. 15 minutes left. Whoop. Yeah, iShot. We got those beets. Oh, sweet. Yeah, so when you stream tonight, are you going to post it? Post the multi-Twitch stream together. You like to roast your friends? I could see that, Annie. Sly little remarks. I eat more beets than anyone you've ever known and cherry tomatoes. Yeah, that's probably the truth, Rook. And you know what? I am proud of that because those 2 things are my favorite things to eat. So I guess I know what I like to eat. I have my own command in someone else's channel? Yes, Matt. I love it. Okay, and then I'm gonna say the beets will go in before the salmon, and we are going to roast those at 425 Fahrenheit, so a nice high heat. Get those going. And then I guess we'll just check the beets as they cook and kind of gauge when we should put the salmon in the oven. But it's always a good idea to have the beets already cooked and not have to wait for the salmon. So it's okay if the beets are finished first. So let's try and just get everything in almost at the same time. Okay. Lastly, our lobster mushrooms. So the pasta, this is only my second time using this type of pasta. It's a Sardinian pasta that is rolled into like little spheres. I hope this focuses. Rolled into little spheres in between bronze plates. And last time we did this, we made a really good pasta salad. I think there was clams or something I did in it. Something with seafood as well. But we ate it cold. But you can also eat it hot. So I'm gonna try and kind of make it resemble a risotto of sorts. And all you do is like parboil it to start off. And then I think we'll make our lobster mushroom sauce and then just toss the cooked pasta into the sauce after that. I think we'll have the best turnout that way. I can't hear it. No. Oh, I can hear it now. Na 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 na. Thanks, Dirtbag, for 8 months together. I hope you are well, man. Oh, hello, Nike. How are you? What was my inspiration behind the meal? You know what? It wasn't really built around the lobster mushrooms. I would say I was planning to cook this whole salmon for you guys first to show you how to do that at home. And then everything kind of on this tray is also in season right now. So like the herbs I just picked fresh from the garden, beets we have pumping out of the garden right now, and obviously mushrooms have come into season as well. So just something that can also showcase that mushrooms and like creamy stuff can go with salmon as well. Why not? I also want it to be a little bit colorful. So the salmon's gonna be nice and kind of like a light peach color. Beets should be really nice and vibrant purple, and then the mushrooms will kind of bring everything together with this red orange kind of rust color. It got deleted. What? I am swell, Nike. Thank you for asking, man. Excited for vacation. I did change my apron. I'll give you guys a little fashion show for it after we're done making our list. This is the apron that my friend gifted to me when we visited him in Vancouver this past weekend. He made all of our other aprons and he's like, I think you're due for a new apron. I was like, okay. Spoiled. And he also gave me this awesome shirt and a couple of hats and a couple of things to actually bring to TwitchCon to hand out as well. Okay, so finishing up with our pasta. We'll cook the pasta while everything is roasting in the oven. So this is also an awesome meal. So you have two things that are gonna be roasting in the oven. You don't really have to pay attention to them. And then we can just work on our pasta on the stovetop. And that way we don't get overwhelmed by everything having to cook on the stovetop at the same time. Okay, so lobster mush, garlic, and shallot. That's what's gonna live there. And then I think Asiago and butter for sure. So that's gonna be our creamy aspect. Dirt, you picked up some mushrooms for the season, all right. What kind? Hi, Uncle Corey. Yeah, Asiago and butter in this pasta. Sounds good. Okay. I don't know if we can even get my whole apron, but I said heck yeah to this type of apron. He put leather straps on it with brass hardware, and the apron is all canvas, so it's really nice and light, but also durable. And then we were also able to possibly get an apron to give away. And it is a beautiful denim with natural cotton straps. This is a butcher's apron, pretty much. Get ready to mess some meat up. But yeah, we purchased this for a future giveaway on stream. So somebody is going to win this. Quite lovely. I mean, I wish I could also have that one too. But don't worry, guys. We'll give it away. Rook, no. I could see one of you guys rocking that at home. You know you guys cook. It's pretty comfy to wear when you're cooking. Okay, let's get back to the cutting board. I'm gonna quickly prep these beets and get the oven preheating, and then we'll work into our salmon. I think that'll be the best way to go about this. So let's get our oven on first. 425 Fahrenheit. Boop, boop, boop. And then I'm gonna grab the foil. And this might be a little bit loud when I tear the foil, so just be aware. Okay, sounds good, Rook. But wait, what are you cooking? Your mods. Nice. I'm surprised no one's done that to me. You're afraid to look? I would be. Okay, so everyone's just losing their bones tonight. Should I be worried? What's going on here, guys? Sausage egg casserole. That sounds delish. You know I love breakfast for dinner, Rook. You know this. Okay, so lucky for me, all of the beets are already cleaned. Matt. Hopefully I didn't tear this too close. We should be okay. Okay, so you know what? We might just touch these up a little bit. I'm just gonna take the top or the root bottom off. I guess I should call it the bottom. Just because those are maybe going to get in the way when we try and wrap this up into a nice little packet. We don't need to keep those on to roast them. $20 jalapenos you still have to use. Oh, I still need to do those. Rook's stuffed jalapenos. I'm so in. Dust, you should totally try them. It's okay, Matt. I don't care if you're doing your stuff on here. Share the things. So Sammy says he was the same way when he was young and he didn't like beets either, but now he usually steals them as I'm making them. So things could change. So first things first for these, we want to coat them completely in olive oil. Ooh, nice extra virgin. Get that good flavor. We don't want this to go bitter. Yeah, my chat is a canvas for everybody else's well-being. I think when we get back from TwitchCon, guys, we'll be doing a big batch of hot sauce. That's gonna be happening for sure. It'll be time to pick the peppers. And then the other thing that I've been working on preserving is I finally picked some of the grapes off of our Concord grapevine. I was literally shocked when I picked, like, off of the vine already and everything, picked 5 pounds, 3 ounces of grapes. I'm gonna try and turn that into jelly. And then I think the other half I'll probably make into red wine vinegar. Be able to use it for cooking. But I've also never dabbled in making wine. I just am not sure if Concord grapes are good for making wine. Welcome to Matt's Garden. The specialty tonight is breadsticks and ass. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, now we're gonna season this up. Very important step, because we wanna season the beets as they cook, not after they're already cooked. It really does make a difference in how they taste. So, Cookie, funny you ask. We're bringing all of our IRL stuff to TwitchCon with us, and we're going to start streaming on, we get there actually on Tuesday next week. And we're gonna start streaming when we get there. And we're going to explore with you guys. Yeah, we'll probably do quite a few streams with Tabatai. Just trying to pack this up nice and tight. But Tabatai doesn't get there until Thursday. So we have 2 days on our own. We're going to explore a little bit where we're staying. Since we touched down in San Diego, we will be stopping first to eat at In-N-Out Burger before we head to Oceanside. And then there's actually quite a bit of stuff to do in Oceanside. I think it's gonna be really, really fun. And that's right, Cookies, you were not with us yet when we did our IRL streaming in New York. Oh, you did an IRL stream last Sunday? Nice, Matt. So yeah, we go pretty hard. We usually stream for like 6 hours during the day, just walking around. Sammy and I love to walk and explore somewhere. I feel like that gets you kind of the best experience. Yeah, Sammy's been battling a sickness the last 2 days, but I made him my special elixir, which is lemon, ginger, honey, cinnamon, mint, and turmeric tea. And then I also made him turkey soup last night, and now he's all better. Oh, that ramen was amazing. Okay, so beets are all packed up. So what this does is it roasts and it steams at the same time since we sealed the pouch. Usually takes around 45 minutes for this size of beet. This is like a medium-sized beet. 1 hour for really big beets, and obviously half an hour for smaller ones. So I'll check these probably at the half-hour mark, and then we'll go from there, see how soft they are. And the best way to tell if they are cooked is the skin will just peel right off of them. So if it's still hard to get the skin off, they're not done yet. Yeah, we're gonna beat the beets. Also, this past couple of days, I was able to sell 3 pounds of the lobster mushrooms that I posted on the Facebook marketplace here, so that was awesome. 20 bucks per pound. People love it. Two minutes, Matt. Count it down. Just gonna take this stuff off of the sheet pan because this is the only one we have, since all of our other sheet pans are currently filled with mushrooms. I got one sheet pan. Zach has the rest. Yeah, Matt. Of course we support ya. Support everyone together. Overnight you some, Nike? Let's do it. Aw, Nike, you want In-N-Out? I am so excited. I can't believe the last time we had it was like November 2018. It's been way too long, which doesn't actually make sense. November 2018? It would have been October. It would have been October.
No.
Or was November right?
No, it would have been November.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It's been too long. Ah, that's right, that's right. Okay, let's get this fishy out of this bag. Or do we want to know how much it weighs first? I guess we can take the weight on this beauty. All I did was cut the head and the tail off of it. Oh, really, Rook? Down in Texas?
Yeah, they went that way. They have a plant there.
Oh yeah, what is it again, Sammy?
They don't freeze it. It doesn't go past 8 hours.
Right, they don't have any In-N-Outs 8 hours away from their meat processing plant. Okay, so this fish, almost 3 pounds, just under 3 pounds. That's a pretty nice pink salmon still. Yeah, I am so excited. And then for Sunday's stream, guys, is we're gonna try and recreate the In-N-Out double at home before we go. Try and kind of get ourselves hyped. I know we still gotta work on the Monday, but once that work day is done on Monday, we be going. Definitely I'm gonna need some paper towel. These fishes. I maybe want to, I'm gonna rinse it. I'm just gonna go over to the sink quickly and just give this a rinse when I get it out of the bag. Put the towel down on the pan. Get cold water going. Ooh, also, we're gonna set our half-an-hour timer for the beets. Sammy giggling at, guys? Who said what? Check out that beauty. You're on the fence about In-N-Out? They put too much of the sauce. I'm pretty sure when it comes to chain restaurants is that like some will be awesome and some are just gonna be not good. And really, it all just depends on who is working in the kitchen and how much they love their job. It's as simple as that.
I don't want to be an ant either.
So sad for some people that they get like a not so good experience, and then other people are like, yeah, like Sam and I, like we've never had a bad In-N-Out experience. We're like, oh, it's so good. I think maybe it's just the simplicity in the burger. They've just done it well for so many years. And they've never changed it. So why change a good thing, right? Okay. So this salmon, let's give it a nice little pat down. And then we're going to season the inside of the flesh. Oh, you didn't even get to the poutine rook. And the dry aged bags wouldn't seal right. Are you serious? So I'm guessing that's a no-go on the dry aged bags then. Clean and clean. Can you tie up the salmon with nope rope? What the heck is that, Annie? Nope rope. Okay, wash my hands. I need one clean hand for salting, one other hand for holding the salmon open. A nope rope is a snake? What? I have never heard of that. Maybe it's just me though. Okay, so I'm gonna actually turn this around, hold it open with my right hand. Oh no, lost the shallot. Season with the left. Yum. See if I can get you guys a better look-see. A danger noodle? What? These are the greatest names. And then like I said earlier, when it comes to seasoning this fish, because we're leaving it all intact with the bone and the skin, we'll need a little bit more seasoning. A little bit more stuff for the salt to penetrate through. So we'll put a nice layer on that, and then we'll still season the outside a little bit as well. Polish. Oh, you know what, man? I wish these were my work overalls. I might have to ask Will to make me some. That'd be pretty awesome. But you know what? I actually am gonna ask him to possibly make me like a little tool belt harness for work. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, now that we're seasoned, I'm going to stuff it with parsley. This is all from the garden. Did some yard work this weekend as well, guys. So kind of switching over the yard from summer to winter. Pulled out some stuff, which includes this parsley plant. So I just cut it all, and then I already have seedlings that are big enough to transplant. That way I'll never be without parsley, and this actually looks like it's almost enough. Not a huge cavity to fill in this.
Turned on the TV this morning.
That out of here.
About living in a violent world.
And then basil. Just gonna pick off the really nice leaves. Yes, I believe you, Polish. A good belt worth its weight in gold. Yeah, we are just starting a job tomorrow, I believe, where we have to put up 50 sheets of drywall in this house.
That'll be a good day to maybe stream.
It's gonna be a job. Yeah, we might stream, but we don't have any. Do we have data left?
Yeah, we got 10 new gigs.
Okay, we got 10 new gigs, Sammy says.
Let's do it.
Burn it all up in like 2 hours.
No, we're just going to do like 720p and go to put your thing on a tripod. You get
No, Polish. Yeah, this is what we were laughing about. Because the last big job that we finished in that apartment complex, we basically did do 50 sheets already. But they were, what, 30 sheets of 5/8 or something? But this time it's actually 50 sheets of half. Yeah, that's a big place. Okay. I think we should tie this now first and then season it and brush it with a little bit of oil. I just want to go grab the dill from outside. What is this? C Lang or Clang? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, come on down, man. You should seriously come though. I feel like you'd be a good worker. Keep building the business. Let's do it. Okay, got the goods. Almost got the trim done for the house. Getting the siding started soon. Awesome. You're just going at it, hey? So little dill seed heads, which actually have a lot of flavor in those little yellow flowers. So I think this is going to be awesome. Okay, one more wash up. Grab our twine. And then I think this baby is going in the oven real soon. I'm also gonna start checking stuff off my checklist. So salmon, seasoned. Oh, we still gotta put the lemon in there. Basil, parsley, dill, yep. Beets are foiled with olive oil and salt. Very important. Do not forget the lemon in the salmon, because citrus and fish go so well together. I would recommend maybe going like 1/4 inch slices. We don't want to go too thick on the lemon and have it overpower the fish. Oh yeah, plus we gotta haul it upstairs. What? Madness, I tell ya. And that's when your job turns into a workout. Double duty. That just means we get to eat more delicious things when you work that hard. That's all that means, guys. Okay, how nice does this look though? Keep that in there. Obviously we can tell it kind of wants to fall out. So I think we'll definitely be tying it. Thank you, Rook. Thank you. Yeah, lots of prep for this place. Should be 1, 2, and 3 pieces of string to tie it shut. Acoustic caulking? Yeah, we just tape it. And we really don't even have to tie this that tight. You don't even want to tie it that tight because then you'll actually make an indent in the flesh. And that indent will stay there when it cooks. So try and be as gentle as you can with it at this point. That does not sound fun, Polsh. I don't think I would enjoy working with that stuff. Ah. It's like tar. Interesting. Uh-oh, something happened. Something happened, guys. Done. We don't have to trim the ends off. All right. That's a beautiful pink salmon. So one more little oil slather and massage, and then maybe just a little bit more salt. And then I think we should flip it over halfway through. Because one side's gonna be sitting on the sheet pan the entire time. Aw, thank you, Clang. Yes, I thoroughly enjoy like chill hop genre of music while cooking and streaming. It is nice and relaxing. But it still has a good beat, so you never really lose your rhythm to what you're doing. Nice polish. Yeah, you and your barley burgers. That's your thing, hey? I still have some barley in my pantry. I'll have to try that. You can see that being super filling. Okay, nice little slather. This is looking quite heavenly. What is this? Holy smokes, Cookie. Thank you so much for the 2,200 biddies. Thank you. Okay, Rook. Take care, man. It was good to see you for the first little bit. And enjoy your foods. Ooh, thyme instead of summer savory. I do like summer savory. That's something I still have to plant here. Still have to do summer savory. Lemon verbena is another one that I love. I think that's it. Just missing a couple of herbs. Yeah, Izzy. So thanks for cooking me dinner. And what are you gonna eat? But I wanted this. I thought this was my salmon. Okay, salmon is happy. We have 15 minutes left on our beets roasting, and that's only our half an hour timer on the beets. And I'm estimating that they actually take 45 minutes, so I think this should actually time out pretty perfectly. If we put the fish in now, do 15 minutes, give it a flip, do 15 more minutes, I think it'll cook perfectly in that time. And let's just hope that we don't overcook it. It's also maybe made us a little bit easier for us because we do have the bone and the skin still on. So it should actually stay more moist. The Bard? The Bard is back from the beach? Vune! Thank you for the 18 months. A year and a half. Yes, guess who's back? Vune is back. Tell a friend. Okay, so pink salmon stuffed with parsley, basil, dill, and lemon. Seasoned simply with salt and olive oil. Tied up really nicely. Gonna hopefully roast for about 45 minutes. Yeah, Vune is back. Did you hear? Did you hear the news? Gotta take something out of here first before the salmon goes in. My pan. My lovely seasoned cast iron pan. Success. Fish is on the bottom rack. Beets are sizzling away. I think we're rocking and rolling, guys. Okay, so next step. So good, Vune. How are you doing? I hope you totally enjoyed turkey. Sammy!
This time we spent together just flies by. Thanks, everyone.
It's true. 19 months, almost 20 months. Like, think about that. We're almost at 2 years, guys. 2 years already. We have such an awesome community. All right, so pasta things. We gotta cook our fragola. Sardinian pasta. Little spheres rolled in between bronze plates. Pretty fancy. And actually, we picked this up in New York when we were in Italy. This was a souvenir I brought back. And I've only cooked it one other time before on stream. I think it cooks, it might have the directions on it. I think it was around 9 minutes though. These are the greatest directions, straight from Italy. Add 500 mils of broth. Add the fragola and boil until it has soaked in. There is no timing. I'm gonna just do 5-minute intervals when it's boiling and go from there. Yes, greatest Vune clip. You were super bummed out to leave? Well, that's great. I think that's the way that you should do a vacation. It's like you shouldn't want to leave and go back home. Yeah, that's enough for 2 babies. But how are you? How are the kiddos? We miss you. Okay, amount of fragola. So it says if you use 10 ounces of fragola, I think that's almost a pound, makes only 4 servings. What? That does not make sense. I'm just going to do a cup, I think. Aw, thank you, Omdog the Chef, for gifting this sub to Butt Burglar. The kids are in kindergarten now. Aw, they're seriously so cute. Butt Burglar's twins. The cutest. Not you, Siri. No one's talking to you. The food was so awesome, Vune. You did a keto diet while you were there. Only meat. Yeah. We support this, Vune. Hello, I'm ready to poop. Do we have a new front camera? Nope. It's the same one as always. We're just finally starting to figure out the proper lighting now. Okay, guys, let's measure out this pasta. I'm gonna cook a cup and then go from there. I think it definitely doubled in size last time, and that should be enough. Yeah, we are preparing rubber bands tonight, my friends. And then this way, we still have enough for a couple more servings. You guys. Oh, you guys. Band hype. Okay, so we're just gonna boil this like pasta. So we're gonna fill this pot about halfway up with warm water, and we're gonna put some salt in there. We are gonna turn said pot to a nice medium-high heat. And then we're also gonna put a lid on it so it comes up to a boil quickly. That will expedite things. Super worth it, yeah, super worth it to get your allergies going. It enjoyed your scritches, yeah, that's what you call it when you scratch them like right in front of their tail on their back. Little butt scratch. Scritches. Yeah, sounds super worth it. You know what? That's true though. Like when you meet an awesome cat, you're like, I never want to leave you. You actually enjoy my affection? This is nice. Okay, so while we are waiting for our pasta water to come up to a boil, let's prep all of the things to mushroomify the pasta. So first we have these beautiful lobster mushrooms. They were picked in a place called Vernon on the mainland in British Columbia. And we can obviously tell why they're called lobster mushrooms because they basically look like a lobster tail, at least the bottom part of it. So I'm just gonna give these a quick little rinse and then we will cut these up. Yeah, mushroomify. So I did kind of pre-clean them. So whenever you are foraging for wild mushrooms you really need to beat the worms and insects that love to make little homes inside of here. So we always kind of cut a little bit away from the mushroom on the stem and maybe around the sides if it's starting to look a little bit mushy, and just check to see that it's not laden with worms. Because seriously guys, there have been some mushrooms that we've picked and it looks like perfect on the outside. You cut into the middle and there's just like worms and wormholes all through it. It's kind of a turnoff for them, especially when I was cleaning like 60 pounds worth. Yeah, extra protein. Not my favorite thing to eat for extra protein. So that's kind of the only thing that we have to watch out for. Other than that, these two pieces are beautiful. They're nice and firm. They're not super spongy yet, so I thought we would use these while they're still really nice and fresh. They cost, currently, while they're in season, we are selling these for $20 a pound, already cleaned. If you are selling them a little bit dirty still, then you can sell them for less money. Your neighbor gives you a grocery bag full of freshly picked rutabaga. First one you cut up had worms. Ah! No. That's the worst, Polish. I've just come to kind of accept the worms in things that I eat, especially since like I started to eat organic foods. Maybe just have to expect it, and then you won't be disappointed when you're like, oh man, not another worm. And we were able to sell, I think about 20 pounds worth to one of the restaurants here in town. So that was really good. Do we pull the worms out of the mushrooms? No, you just like throw it away. It's just a loss. Nature won that round. And obviously, as we become better at kind of knowing the mushrooms and picking them, we should have less and less waste when we bring them home, right? At least I would hope so. Toss them in the compost. Exactly. So like most of the mushroom pieces that I cleaned off of the ones that weren't doing so good, I just tossed them over the fence, which is like just a kind of woodsy area in our backyard in some of our property. So maybe they'll spore out and inoculate something and create more mushrooms. Who knows? But they have to have like the perfect environment to be able to do that. And well, if some sort of animal gets there first and eats it, I'm okay with that too. Yeah, circle of life. We leave a little bit for nature as well. So I'm gonna cut these up about 1/2-inch cubes. I think will be a really nice size to put in with our pasta. Wild child sweet. Where do you find them? Where do you find lobster mushrooms? In the forest. In the forest, in a nice moist area. So cutting into this one, it looks really nice. The flesh inside should be very bright white. It's not super spongy, it's nice and firm. So that is a really nice one. Oh, in the store, you actually might be able to. Usually somewhere like Whole Foods carries wild mushrooms, so that's a good place to check. I know I've seen chanterelles and morels in the store, so probably can find lobster mushrooms depending on where you live. Yeah, cheese bread. Oh, or like the pizza pretzels. That's totally what the outside color is reminding me of. That's the greatest, Polish. And then one other thing, if you are going to forage for wild mushrooms, is I always recommend cooking them. Is there something, some kind of enzyme maybe, that can react with humans if we don't cook them? And it'll just give you an upset stomach. So I always make sure that I cook them in something. There are certain varieties though that you can eat raw. Sometimes people serve porcini mushrooms raw and sliced nice and thin. But for the most part, I would recommend cooking mushrooms. And that way, maybe if there is some kind of worm inside, at least that way it's cooked and hopefully it won't harm you. Does it taste like fried chicken? Actually, a little bit, Vune. When you fry it in butter, like these are super meaty. Yeah, we just find them in other people's yards. Love it. Oh yeah, we are sizzling in here. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, check the beets. the beety beets. I'm just gonna move these over for a sec. Yeah, it must be buffalo fried chicken or buffalo fried cauliflower. Mushroom though? Not a chance. Okay, so I just stuck our little foil packet of beets in this frying pan since I didn't have any other sheet pans. And can you hear the sizzle? Put that mic right up to the foil pack. Sounds so good. You wanna make a mushroom gravy that's not cream of mushroom soup? It'll totally freeze good. Mushrooms actually freeze pretty well if you cook them beforehand. I don't know if we can get into here. Let me in. I'm just scared that when I open it, the steam's gonna get me. So just be careful. She's steaming. Oh, hello there, little beeties. So now we're just going to test how well it's cooked by poking a paring knife through it. It's not really cooked. It's maybe a quarter of the way. But it is good that this is already sizzling because it means it is starting to cook. So it might have just started to steam in there. And we'll just keep checking it every 15 minutes along with the fish now. And I know once they start cooking, they usually don't take very long. So seal our pouch back up. These are going back in the oven. A mushroom herb brown gravy, yes. Yeah, mushroom gravy is so good. Next up, other thing that we gotta check that's in the oven, our stuffed whole fish. That is still very soft feeling to me, but you know what? I am still gonna flip it over at this point and give it a little season on the other side, just to make sure that it cooks nice and evenly. Aw, sounds good, but thanks so much for stopping by. It's always good to have you. I am very glad to hear that you and the fam are doing well. Oh no! I just tore the flesh, guys. Did you see that? When I went to pull the string, it just tore through the salmon. Okay, so quite delicate indeed. Come on, baby. Okay, I'm not gonna flip it over at this point in time. It's a little soft under there, let's just say that. We're gonna keep the top side presentation value, please. So this possibly is cooking faster than we anticipated. It's not sticking, I think it's just heavy, so that the weight is kind of compressing onto itself. It's not sticking though. I just shoved the spatula kind of on the skin though. Mmm. That's already tasting really good. Might actually leave this out for like a couple minutes to let the beets catch up. And I have not cooked salmon packed in salt yet, but I would so love to do that, Torino. I think it looks so beautiful when they do that and kind of crack into it. Okay, so we'll just leave that in a warm spot. I really don't want to overcook the fish, you guys know that. So let's do another 15 minutes on the beets and keep prepping our pasta. Oh, you've had it, View? Nice. Yeah, you tore the salmon. No. Okay, so shrooms. Yeah, isn't that crazy how it's not too salty? Doesn't make sense, right? Let's get into our shallot. I may only use half of this. It's quite a large shallot. And we're just going to dice this up nice and fine. That is one thing when you are maybe mixing the shallot into something that is smaller, like our little fregola pasta. You want to match the size of the shallot to the size of the pasta. And our water did come up to a boil, guys, so I'm just gonna pour the pasta in and just gonna watch it as it cooks. Yeah, that's a huge shallot. I'm with ya. Oh no, Annie. It is grating night. Once again, I hope there is wine. I hope there is wine involved. All right. Whew, this is strong. It stings the eyes. If I'm cutting slow, it's because I can't see. I've been blinded. Okay. Shallot complete. We're gonna put that to the side, but we don't want it with the mushrooms because they're gonna saute at different times. And then I'm just gonna do 1 clove of garlic as well. Okay, you know when the onion burns your eyes and you start to like go cross-eyed? I don't know if that's happened to anyone before, but that's where I'm at. When your body's like, what is happening to me? I miss you so much. Heck yeah. You bought a big print of ducks in a pond. You're making a perler duck hunt dog to put on it. Amaze. I like that, Polish. That is also a very large clove of garlic. You guys have not noticed. So I think I have to cut it into 3 pieces just so it can fit in the garlic press. Okay, pasta's cooking pretty nicely. Let's check what's going on. Yeah, this shallot got me good, Dust. It got me good. So fregola is boiling away. Give it a little testy. I think it might actually be done. Almost there. Maybe like 2 more minutes. Then I'm going to start to get my pan heating up. It's underneath here to start making our mushroom sauce. The salmon on our trivet for now. can't believe I tore through the salmon with the string. That's insane, guys. I've never had that happen. Just want to watch this while it cooks, since it's almost done. I really don't want it to go mushy on us. Need to find something to strain this with. I found the weapon. It is called a spider. All right, so butter is gonna go in our big frying pan. Get a couple good nubs into there and get it melting. And by a couple good nubs, I mean a couple good tablespoons worth. When in doubt, guys, just add butter. Last year, more than any year, most amount of shallot tears or onion tears. That's hilarious, Paul. Okay, I think we're good. Smells so roasty toasty. Yeah, it looks like it cooked out to be about 2 cups worth of pasta for sure. This is actually gonna be really good. Okay, so while that is sitting, I'm just gonna dress it with a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick to itself. Yeah, doggo found us. Okay, now we have our frying pan on. Get this mushroom sauce going. Just going to leave this on the back burner. And we're not going to cover it because I don't want it to steam too much. Ah! Wild doggo. What is it? She's like, I can clean up for you if you need. Okay, butter's going. While we're waiting for butter to get up to temp, let's grate a little bit of our Asiago cheese. And we'll grate it nice and fine so that it mixes in quickly. This is a very happy looking cutting board so far. Put it over here. Poshers. Oh man, the dog we're working at right now, usually he's upstairs and then he hears us come in because we're working in the basement and there's a door there. He hears us come in and he like barks a little bit and then just runs downstairs to see us, and then is just the most loving dog ever. But today we walk in and he's just waiting there, wagging his tail for us. So cute. Yeah, I think this will be enough cheese, guys. How much cheese do we put? Same amount as we have mushrooms. That should be good. Yeah, so cute. His name is Mac, and he literally just follows us around and usually carries like a ball or a little stuffed dragon in his mouth. And he's like a golden lab poodle something or other, but he just looks like a lab. He's adorbs. I want to steal him. He's so nice. Doggos are the greatest. Am I right? I think I'm right. Okay, all of our mise en place is complete. Everything is in its place. We are waiting on the beets to catch up with the salmon. And other than that, I think we are definitely on track. Yeah, 100% polish. I just want to have a doggo farm. Like, not farm doggos, but just have a farm to have doggos on. And take care of them properly. Okay, butter is getting hot. I think it's safe to add our shallot in there. It's starting to spit. Mise en place. You know what I love, Des? The fact that you actually spelt it correct. And mise en place can go for basically anything in life. It just means like being prepared and organized for what is coming up next. So it just makes things so much easier. Okay, so shallots are starting to sizzle. In a couple minutes, when the shallots look like they're just starting to turn golden brown, that's when we'll mince the garlic into there. Give that a little saute as well. And then put our mushrooms in. Definitely gonna get some white wine out for this, for our base of the sauce. And I think I also want to throw in a little bit of thyme and maybe some sage and rosemary, but I'm not going to chop it up because I don't want a really strong flavor. But I know that mushrooms go really well with those herbs. And it's good to kind of saute them a little in the hot butter. There's a big spider guarding the sage. Okay, I'm here, guys. Hopefully the shallots aren't burnt. No, we're good. Okay, so sage, little sprig of rosemary, some thyme, and that should pop a little bit when you mix it in with the hot butter or oil, whatever you're using. Draw out some of the essential oils with the heat. Now I'm going to mince the garlic in, about 2 to 3 small cloves, or if you have Red Russian, 1 large. And that is perfect. That is our beet timer, so we can check on those. Hopefully they are nearing being done, and then we'll pop the salmon back in. Have everything done at once. starting to smell really good. Okay, I just want to get these mushrooms in here, and then we can check our beets. Oh, what? We have a wild scat 434. A 17-month sub. Holy smokes, guys. Thank you so much, Scat. Insane. That's 217 resubs today, a 19 month, an 18 month. My people. Aw, thank you, Willamini. These are beautiful. I love the color contrast. You've never had beets except pickled. That's the only way you've ever seen them done. That's crazy. I dare you, Palsh, to do foil roasted beets for yourself. I feel like you'd really enjoy it. Okay, so we're just going to coat the lobster mushrooms with a little bit of the hot butter. And then we're going to season them right away. Always salt your food as it's cooking, not just at the end. Get some nice caramelization happening there. Beet time. When the oven's so hot and you open it and it burns your eyeballs a little bit, you're like, oh, that was hot. You're like, why are my eyes so dry? Steam burn on the eye. Whew. Hopefully not steam burn on the hand. Those are some beautiful looking beets. That's Labrador for you. I do have a lot going on here, Dust. Everything's happening at once. There we go. Okay. So we'll pack these up for 5 more minutes. I think that's all it needs. And then we'll put the salmon back in as well for that 5 minutes. And then see where we're at. Timer. 5. Holy smokes. This looks so good.
It smells so good.
Try a little piece. I think it's safe to add the wine, guys. Sammy, you want to see if you can steal a little bit of half and half? Or if there's cream or no? Okay. Okay, so deglazing with wine. I don't want to cook the mushrooms too much because they will go mushy. They are a little bit delicate compared to creminis. I'm going to treat these with utmost care. So the wine should deglaze. You can start fishing out our herbs. They should have already done their job. Turn this actually off, I think, guys. Whole, yeah, it's whole, wrapped up in a foil packet. You just rub the beets with olive oil and then just salt them. And then you want the foil packet really nice and tight. Roasting at 425 Fahrenheit. It should be around 45 minutes for it. I do want to rough chop a little bit of this fresh parsley to put in with our Fragula mushroom mix. I feel like we're gonna need it. And then all I'm gonna do is mix in the parboiled pasta and then mix in the cheese last minute so that it stays nice and creamy. We don't wanna add the cheese too early because it might start to stick to the bottom of the pan. And that'd be a little bit of a waste of cheese. Oh, nice polish. Jambalaya stew? I like it. What was different about it? Okay, parsley. And then guys, just remember that we still gotta peel the beets quickly as well. I'm gonna make room to have our salmon on the side. That way it's easy to access. So our salmon set up. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the pasta. We only have a minute left on our timer for the stuff in the oven. And then it's also time to cheese it up. Give this a mix. Let the pasta absorb the mushroom flavor on its own first. And then we'll put the cheese in. I'm kind of glad that I didn't get to make risotto today. This is looking really good. I might just add a spritz of lemon as well once this cheese is mixed in. I feel like we'll need that. Cut all the richness. There it is. Timer we've been waiting for. Just want to mix this first while it's still warm. That's super good. Brighten it up a bit. For some reason, mushrooms also love lemon when you're seasoning. The cheese added a nice amount of salt as well. Okay, it's getting nice and stringy. One more taste. I am good with this. All right. Salmon is happy. And I'm gonna say that beets are also happy. Trauma Junkie, how are you? Welcome in. All right. We are here. Time to beat it up. Yeah, do you hear these beats? The sound of my people. No, Nike, that sucks. You can only hear the audio. I'm sad for you, man. Don't worry, soon you'll be able to watch us when we're IRL. When we're in America. Okay, so I'm gonna let these cool off for a second before I start peeling them. The fish is resting. One of your least favorite veggies. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, it's my favorite though. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, that's happy salmon, guys. I'm gonna turn off the oven now that I know she's happy. Yeah, I'll eat them for you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. Beat it up.
Remember when I used to jack the beets while you guys were like grilling them in
Yeah.
the house?
I would get so mad at Sammy. I think I'm actually gonna, this is another trick, guys, is to just use a cloth to get the skin off of the beet. Literally just like that. So now that that peeled off so quickly, it's nice and thin, we know that this is perfectly cooked. And this is my favorite way to do beets, 100%. Steam and roast, all in one. Super duper hot. Oh yeah, it's gonna look like a murder scene. I actually tore just like half of this beet off. I don't know why. It's never gonna come out. That's okay. That's why I use the kitchen cloth, because I'll just bleach it. Don't worry, it'll come out. But like, look how easy this comes off. Definitely don't want that to sit on my wooden cutting board. And then usually, once these are all peeled, I usually just dice them up into like wedges to serve them. And then just a little bit of olive oil drizzled over top. That's my favorite way to serve them. So simple. We're not tossing the beets in the paint thinner. Ouch. I just touched the cast iron pan. Ouch. Hot things are hot, guys. Decent drying cloths for washing dishes. I don't know, I've always just used something called a tea towel. And they're like my mom's old dish drying towels. So that's all I have for you, Polish. It's like something like this. It's cotton. Yay big. It works really good. I always get mad at Sammy when he uses it to wipe his hands. I'm like, that's the dish towel, not the hand towel. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Why is there so much yelling? Yeah, when they're too new and then they just don't absorb anything, you're like, what is this? This is the worst towel ever. Thank you, Trauma Junkie, for the follow. You know what, Trauma Junkie? It's okay. Believe me, I've done this to quite a few streamers where it's like you've been watching them for, let's say, a year almost, and then you don't realize that you're not following them, and then you're like, well, that was awkward. Okay, beets are all peeled. Beet skins and such go into compost. There's nothing left in the foil. Pan just needs to be wiped out. I'm gonna put the salmon up here beside me. Yeah, re-welcome. Trauma's like, I was here before. I've already been here. I think that's how I realized I wasn't following some streamers as well. I was like, why are they on my recommended channel? I always watch them. Hilarious. Okay. I'm just gonna grab like a little steak knife to slice these up quickly, and then we can plate. We made it, guys. Give this little roll in the oil. Yes, thank you, Vyun. That's the one. And I really love Graham's laugh in that clip. Like, his laugh makes me laugh. And that was like after we made arrangements with them to stay in San Diego together for TwitchCon. It's like, well, I'm already staying somewhere with you, but I don't even follow you. Cut this long one. Maybe we can cut it into rounds. Give one a little taste. Mmm. Super good. Seasoning's on point. This one is like literally a bullseye almost. Do not follow the beet swirl. Don't do it. Those are some quite steamy beets. Deep fried aubergines with garlic yogurt. That sounds amazing. And you know what, Cookie? We are out of disposable gloves. It's a travesty. They are on the list though. Probably just gonna get some dish gloves. Those will be my beet gloves. Well, Vyun, I still have some eggplants growing in the garden. So maybe we'll have to do deep fried aubergines with garlic yogurt with the rest of them. Thank you, Dust Pirate. Yeah, they're so simple. This is how I love to serve them. Okay, into our fish. I'm gonna turn this way so we can see where the string was, and I actually tore it a little bit. Not good. And then all we're gonna do to serve is just start to peel the skin away. You know you cooked it properly when the skin just peels off. Ta-da! And that's pretty heavenly as well. I'm gonna get closer in here. I'm so excited for this, like the juices. What is going on here? Ah, nice, Fune. I'm happy for you, man. Go get your sleep. We will be back on tomorrow. Take the fin out. Okay, good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It was great to see ya. Hopefully we see you either tomorrow or there will be a stream Sunday. And then we'll be going like 5 days straight when we're in the States. Ooh, see? See? Trauma junkie with the truth. Hated peas when he was young, but loves them now. Okay, is this like a thing of beauty or what? Okay, now I'm actually gonna turn our pasta on just a little bit. Now we have to try and cut like a really nice piece out of here. I'm actually gonna try and use my knife. Just gonna trim off this top part. I know it's always pretty difficult once the salmon is cooked to be able to like actually cut it into a nice piece. Just kind of pull it away. And then maybe something like this. And then we're gonna try and use our fistula. I'm just gonna peel this off, it'll make it easier for us. So when it peels off the bone like that, that is perfect. And then we can also see that obviously the rib bones are going this way, and that's how we're gonna have to kind of peel the fish off of that. So go in by where the backbone is. Get your fistula under there and just kind of keep going. I have to say, pink salmon is so delicate in comparison to the other types of salmon out there. Oh, we got it. Okay, get that onto the spatula. Okay, we got a piece. We got a piece. Just want to try a little bit of this. See how it's seasoned. Yeah, it's literally sweating. Mmm. Tastes so good, guys. Gonna grab a bowl. Give our pasta a little mix. I know it sat for a couple of seconds while we were dressing our fish. Also adding just like a touch of water to it. I wanted it a little bit more saucy. And we actually should have kept some of the pasta boiling water for it. That was my mistake. And that would have made it a little bit more like glossy and saucy, but just tap water works too. Okay. I'm gonna spoon some of our pasta into the bottom of the bowl. Fregola Sardinian pasta with lobster mushrooms, garlic, shallot, and parsley.
What? Are you kidding
The
me?
goodness. This is very challenging to get off properly like that. I am shocked that it actually worked. Now I'm just gonna drop some beet pieces just over here. Obviously with purple beets, we know that they will start to bleed color and color other pieces of food that they touch. So it's good to kind of keep them separate if you can. But I mean, it is going all to the same place, so it doesn't really matter. One more piece for good measure. Tuck that in. And honestly, the salmon is so moist that I don't even think we need a sauce for this. Aw, thank you so much, Dolphin. Gentle. Because you want to be able to see the beets as well, right? And with that, I'm going to put one more piece right there to fill the area. And then I think I'm going to get out the really good olive oil for this. It's fancy. It has a wooden top. And just do a little drizzle over the fish. Just kind of bring everything together because it'll be good with the beets and the pasta as well. So I guess this is more kind of Italian. Definitely some Italian influence in this dish tonight. We could take it further and put basil in here as well. And I liked that idea. Obviously, that's why I'm running to grab it. Just little like baby basil leaves. Whenever you're picking garnish, make sure it is edible. Simple, delicious dish. I'm so excited for this. This turned out exactly how I wanted it to turn out. I'm really happy. Okay, quick photo. You guys know the dealio. It could be nice to just sprinkle some chives over top of this as well, if you felt like you needed more color, but I think this looks so beautiful, highlighting the salmon. Should have enough lighting to take a good photo here. Yeah, you totally can eat the flowers off of herbs. They're really beautiful to use for garnish. Like chive flowers are awesome. Thank you, Dust. Thanks, guys, for the support. Good to be back cooking with you. Yep, I'm happy with that. Because it's not every day that you can serve salmon this way up. Like, usually the presentation side is the other side. Okay, let's give this a taste. I don't know where Sammy Sam is. We lost him. Thank you so much, Dolphin. Yeah, usually skin up, right? Or not skin up. Holy smokes. It's all mine. Those are good garden beets, Sammy. He's just going into it whole. Okay, let's see how our pasta tastes with the salmon. Because I don't think salmon is an Italian fish, that's for sure. Mmm. I really like the bite of the mushrooms in the pasta. And then I also like the cheesy funk in the pasta to kind of add this salty aspect to the salmon. And you guys know I always love to cook with garlic and shallot or onion. So that really brings everything together. Beets are juicy and sweet. Really good if you eat the pasta after you eat the beet. Look at Sammy's plate. That's how he plated his. I like that. I really like that one. This salmon is insane. What did you,
Tasty.
The salmon? Yeah. Be careful for bones. Yeah, if I get a Sammy head nod, I know I'm okay. Yeah.
What's the name of the pasta?
Fregola. His belly button was touching his backbone. He was starving. Look at this guy. Yeah, pass the bones around. Whoever said cheese and mushrooms don't go with fish, I think they were wrong. Thank you, Willamini. He is a leather worker, yeah. He does the cutting for all of the patterns for the aprons, and he actually just got a really cool leather cutting machine to make the straps. So he puts like a piece of leather through like this, and then he makes a bunch of these straps all at once. Whereas before he was cutting every single strap by hand. And like they hammer, they do all of the riveting, all of the hardware in the store as well. Like he wasn't happy with my back strap, so he was like seeing how big it should have been, and then he made it a little bit smaller, and he's like, just a sec, I'm gonna get the guy to like trim it up for you and fix it right now. And I was like, what? This is amazing. So he fully fits you for an apron. Lobster. Oh yeah, Dasher, you're a lobster lover. That's your favorite food, right? said you could eat lobster forever. But actually, it was a lobster mushroom. It wasn't the crustacean. It was a mushroom that looked like it. What? It doesn't make sense. I know. It's delicious though, and we can forage for it here. Yeah, scam. I love it, man.
Hella scam.
Matt's hosting the stream. Yeah, rock lobster. And actually just the other day, or I think the morning that we went to visit Will, is Jamie Oliver's son was wearing one of Will's aprons on TV, which is pretty cool. And then he was telling us that in the UK, they don't do sponsorships or anything like that. So they're never going to like advertise his business on their show, which is actually really interesting. Rigged.
The aprons on that site are fantastic. You can get some pretty crazy ones made.
He works really closely with this girl in LA. Her name is Bad Birdie. And she is like a bartender. Super, super popular. He's done like some crazy aprons for her. Oh no.
It's true, I always do.
Can't find it. Oh, there it is. Bad Bird.
TwitchCon in a week, Dasher. Oh shit.
Yeah, Sammy crushed his plate before I even touched mine. Okay.
Wondering where I was. Don't worry. I'll be here.
I hate salmon bones.
What was the name of the pasta again?
I can't say.
Hey!
Fragola.
Yeah, you did.
Fragola. Buon appetito. Very nice Italian food tonight. Okay, now we're gonna go find someone to raid. Sammy loves it. Okay, what we doing? What we doing? Where are we going, guys? Should we go see Tabatai? We haven't seen him in a little bit. Or Bohemian Breads is doing a charity stream. Yes, I like that. I like it, Cookie. We are on the same page. Okay, let's go see Bohemian Breads. Actually, I'm not sure what she is making tonight. But she is doing a tab or a charity stream. What? Really, Dust? Okay, fine. You guys know Graham is near and dear to our heart. Okay, we're going in. Thank you, Cookie, for the biddies. Oodles of biddies today from Magic Cookie. So many long-term resubs. It's amazing. Thank you, Kling, for the follow today as well. I'm glad you enjoyed your stay. Yeah, you caught the tail end. No, Dasher. But we should be seeing you soon, man, next week. Okay, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. We are doing a lovely little pasta bake with a type of pasta called pasticcio. Another fun word. It's like a Greek pasta where the noodles are hollow in the middle. Kind of like a lasagna type of dealio. I've never made it before, but I feel like it's gonna be really fun. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow.
We good?